Hello all, welcome to this session. In this session, I am going to answer one of the Java interview questions. That is, what is method overloading in Java? Let me answer. In order to understand what exactly is method overloading in Java, let me explain few things for you, okay? Let's say there is a class. Inside this class, you created some methods. Method 1, method 2, method 3, etc. etc. Multiple methods you created inside a single class. Let's say this is a class. Let's say this is a class. Inside this class, you created methods having same name. Let's say this all these three methods have the same name. Will Java allow you to create multiple methods having the same name inside the same class? Will Java allow? Java will not allow, guys. You will get duplicate method error. Duplicate method error. Okay. So whenever in Java, inside a single class, when you create methods having same name, this method have the same name as this method having the same name as this method, then Java will not allow you guys. Okay, you will get compiler error saying duplicate method error for these methods. So what we have to do, is there any solution where still inside the same class, these multiple methods can exist with the same name? Yes, there is a way, guys. Okay, to overcome this duplicate method error, there are three ways. First way is we have to make sure that, okay, these methods have different number of parameters. Different number of parameters. Okay, either this method should have different number of parameters or this method should have different type of parameters. Any of these conditions should match, guys. Okay, for this multiple methods to be inside the same class with the same name in Java, for that to happen, to overcome this duplicate method error, these methods should follow any of these two things. Okay, that is different number of parameters should be there or different type of parameters should be there. And if you have multiple parameters, the order in which the order in which the parameters are, okay, declared should be different. Okay, the order in which the parameters are declared should be different. Either these methods should differ. The methods having the same name inside the same class, should differ in the number of parameters. That is, if this method has zero parameter, this one should have one parameter. This one has two parameters. That's okay. They can exist. They can coexist inside the same class, even despite of having the same name. And duplicate method error will not come when they differ in number of parameters or the type of parameters. If this parameter is, if there is a parameter here for this method having the same name, if that is declared with int parameter type is int, then this one is double, then this one is, boolean, then no problem. Okay. If the different type of the parameters also, they can coexist inside the same class despite of having the same name. Okay. Multiple methods having the same name, they can coexist either different number of parameters or different type of parameters, or if they have multiple parameters, the order in which the parameters are declared need to be different. Okay. This also comes into the second point only, different type of parameters. Okay. A sub point, this one is, okay. This is a sub point. The order in which the parameters are declared should be different. Okay. So with this, the methods having the same name can be created inside the same class, and this duplicate method error will not come if such kind of things are followed. And this concept of methods having the multiple methods having the same name created inside the class with the different number of parameters, different type of parameters, is known as method overloading, guys. Okay, so what is method overloading? Inside the same class, when you create methods having the same name which differ in number of parameters or type of parameters, or the order in which the multiple parameters of a particular method are declared is different, then the methods having the same name can coexist inside the same class without that duplicate method error, and that concept is known as method overloading in Java, guys. Let me practically demonstrate so that we'll understand method overloading in a better way. For that, I'll switch to this Eclipse IDE and I'll create a class, new class. I'll just name this class as method overloading demo class. Okay, method overloading demo class, guys. and click on finish. And in this method overloading demo class, I'll create some methods. Okay, I'll create one method. Let's say public void. Okay, public void sample method. I'll just name this method as sample method. Okay, so this sample method doesn't have any parameters for now. Okay, so I'll just write down system.out.println. Some sample print statement I'll write down inside sample method. Okay, now I'll create one more method which will have the same name. Okay, inside the same class, I'll create one more method which is having the same name as the first method. Okay, that is public void sample. Okay, the moment I create this method, I'm getting a error, compiler error. Eclipse IDE is giving me a compiler error. Okay, with the help of Java, Eclipse IDE is showing me a compiler error. When I hover the mouse on this error, it's saying duplicate method. You cannot create methods having the same name inside the same class. Okay, you see, this method is having the same name. This method is having the same name inside the same class. That's what is the problem the Java is saying while compiling this code. Okay. So inside a single method, if there are multiple methods, they cannot coexist when they have the same name. But according to method overloading, okay, we can create multiple methods having the same name inside the same class when they differ in the number of parameters. For example, this method has 0 parameters. What if I create something like int a here? You see, error is gone. Even though these multiple methods have the same name, but this one has 0 parameters, this has 1 parameter. So you see, since they are different number of parameters, even though they have the same method name inside the same class, it is possible. The error is not coming. Duplicate method error is coming, not coming. And this concept is called as method overloading. Not only that, guys. For example, I create one more method, public void sample. If I say int a again here, okay, here again duplicate method error is coming. Method having the same name and same number of parameters. Here 0 parameter, so no error is coming. Here 1 parameter, 1 parameter. Both the methods have the same name and same number of parameters. So in this case, you can do one more thing. So when they have same number of parameters, you can differ in the type of parameter. For example, this method has a parameter, single parameter, which is declared with int data type. For example, this method, okay, which is also with int data type. Instead of that, if I put double here, now the error is gone. Duplicate error method error is gone because this one has 0 parameters. This one has 1 parameter. This one also has 1 parameter, but the type of parameter is int here. The type of parameter is different. That is double here. Okay, because of which they are not treated as duplicate methods anymore because of this overloading concept, where multiple methods having the same name can coexist inside the same class when they differ in the number of parameters and in the type of parameter. If the type of parameters is different also, they can coexist, okay? Because of method overloading concept. And suppose I create one more method here, that is public void sample, okay? If I say int a, you see again error is coming because methods having the same name, same number of parameters, and same type of parameter is also there. That's why duplicate method error will come, okay? They cannot duplicate methods cannot be there in a single class. Okay, so what I have done is I'll simply say double b, one more parameter I added. You see, this one has 0 parameters, this one has 1 parameter, this one also has 1 parameter, but the type of parameter is different, so fine. As per method overloading, it's fine. But this one has 2 parameters. Since number of parameters is different here, 0, 1, 1, 2, since the number of parameters is different, this method can also coexist with other methods having the same name inside the same class because the number of parameters is different. Okay, so no problem. So I create one more method, public void, with the same name I'll create. Okay, here I'll say int a comma will be. Then again I'll get a duplicate method error because these methods also have the same name, same number of parameters. The first parameter is of which type? Int type. Here also first parameter is of which type? Int type. The second parameter is of which type? Double type. Second parameter is of which type? Double type. Since everything is same, duplicate method error will come. So what I will do is, so I will change the order in which, okay? I will change the order in which these parameters are declared. For example, first parameter here is declared with int data type. So I'll just declare the first parameter with double data type. This is int, this is double. Second one with the double, and here I'll say int. Okay. I'll change the order in which the parameters of this particular same method are declared. Okay. Different parameters I'll give. So because of which all these methods have the same name, guys, but duplicate method error is not coming because either they are differing in number of parameters or type of parameters or the order in which the parameters are declared. Okay. For that particular methods, even though they have the same name, same method names inside the same class. Okay. And this concept is called as method overloading. So hope guys you understood what exactly is method overloading. Okay. In Java in this session with practical demonstration I have explained when multiple methods having the same name, okay, are created inside the same class when they differ in number of parameters, type of parameters, and order of parameters in which they are declared. And that concept is called as method overloading. If they don't differ in the number of parameters, type of parameters, or order of parameters in which they are declared, then duplicate method error will come. Okay, to overcome that, we have to use method overloading, where we will make the same methods, multiple methods having the same name differ in number of parameters, type of parameters, order of parameters. So that's all for this session. Thank you. Bye-bye.